The other feature in the Infrastructure Construction Edition is the ability to create parametric or dynamic intersections. So you either need to have a couple of alignments that intersect or a corridor that's built that intersects. So we'll start and show you some simple intersections. So starting with a couple corridors, you can see here I have a corridor defined by this road and a corridor defined by that road. And on the corridors tab, you'll see towards the end is a create intersection command. So if I select that, it's going to ask me to select the alignments or corridors. So I'm going to pick these two corridor sections. It finds the alignments and finds the intersection stationing point. And we can give it a name, and let's just call this a T of, Allentown Road or whatever, Allentown Way. And you can either create a roundabout at this step or load the properties from a template. So if you've already predefined the intersection, you can load those from this intersection template. All right, I'm just going to let the software go ahead and calculate it. We'll click apply, and you'll see what it does is it actually cuts back the corridor and defines a new intersection, and it's all modeled in a surface that ties into the other corridor surfaces. You can see it also adjusts the vertical or the incoming vertical based on the parameters. Now all the properties and parameters can be modified or maintained or edited using the grips on the particular sections. So what we mean is if I pick on this grip here, and you can see that it is a road leg connection, if I right click and go to properties, I can control the connection. So if instead of a triple I just want a simple R and I want that radius to match the radius I have here, then I can adjust that radius simply by coming in and doing something like this, where I'm going to connect to the radius of that arc there, or just basically just define that, which is a 30-foot radius. Now you can also go over to the Project Explorer, and in the Project Explorer you can see the different connections. So you can see I'm on connection 1 and 2, and I'm on connection 2 and 3. So one of the other things you can do is right click and copy the properties from this connection and paste them to that connection. So now I've updated that. Additionally, if you wanted to, you could actually come in and change this to be a turn lane. So maybe I want a turn lane on this particular section, and all the properties get adjusted accordingly. You can see here it has all the properties for the turn lane, the access area, the turn lane for the curve area. So you would go ahead and modify these properties to define that turn lane the way that you would like it defined. You can do other things as well, like come over to this road intersection here, and you can put in an island. So I could put in a turn lane island on this one, and that's going to define the turn lane going, basically making a left turn lane here. And then I could do the same thing over on this side. If we wanted to, I could put in a turn lane connection over here as well. So I could do a separator maybe in this particular instance. Basically, it's a parametric intersection that can be modified using any of the properties by picking on the grips of the connections or the legs.